Hello, and welcome back to my Public Life as American Nerd. My name is Eddie, and with me I have Michelle. She is Drastik. How are you doing?
Hi, Eddie. I'm good. How are you?
I am fine. I'm fine. How's your day going?
It's going good. You could just call me Drastic.
Drastic. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you go by your stage name. You're Drastic. Um, you are going to appear at Scare Fair on October 30th at the San Bernardino Fairgrounds in Victorville. You're going to do a performance, and let's talk about that a little bit.
Okay.
We have a psychotic. It's a carnival of thrills, and it's a haunt kind of circus um, event. And
Yeah.
so, and you're going to be in there, and you are a contortionist, correct?
Yes. A contortionist.
So you just started getting into that?
I just started really pushing my boundaries more lately, but I've always been really flexible. So now I'm taking it to a new level type of feeling.
And you're going to come out of a small box. It's like, it's
Yeah.
this, okay. Um,
Yeah. Super excited. It's actually a vintage. I think it might be a shipment chest of
chest.
some sort because there's a stamp on it, and I know it's very old, and I'll be coming out of that.
Okay. And how tall are you?
I'm
You're
5'7".
5'7". You're pretty tall
Yeah.
to be getting in this box. Um,
Yeah.
no, I do have a video of it. It's on our uh, Scare Fair HD Instagram. I posted it. Do you mind if I show that video?
Oh yeah, I would love to see it.
Okay, let's show the video of you climbing out of a box. Okay, here we go.
All right. I love it. Yeah, this was actually behind the scenes at the Kitty Antics music video.
Yeah, you were at a Kitty Antics music video.
Yeah, that was so fun. I'm so glad you were there to see that.
Yeah, I walked into the room and your box was sitting there, and it was my son who recognized your box,
Oh my God.
because that's on the picture of your Scare Fair ad. And so he says,
Yeah.
"Isn't that Drastik's box?" And I said, "Oh, it is, huh?" And there was a gentleman taking pictures. We thought he was taking pictures of the box, and then you stuck your hand out, and he started waving. And so we knew that you were in the box. But when we first walked into the room, we didn't know that you were in the box. That was pretty
Were you
cool.
guys really surprised?
Yes. I wasn't expecting you to be in the box because that room was hardly anybody was in that room that day for shoots.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like a room that they just passed by. And so when we saw the box there, we just thought it was a box sitting there.
Oh my God, I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we were doing behind the scenes. So you got behind the scenes that were behind the scene.
Right. Right. So I got a
Yes, it
chance
was
to
so fun.
record it, and I was glad that I was able to record that to give our ticket holders a chance to see what you do and how you're going to perform at Scare Fair. Now,
Yes, I'm so excited.
now you're going to be performing around, I think, 16 to 18 performers, which are scary clowns, scarers, sliders,
Yeah.
um, and they're going to be in the haunt with you. So when we have our guests going through the haunt, they're going to see your performance
Yeah.
as well. That's pretty cool.
And then we're having a Rob Zombie cover band, right?
Right. A
That's
Rob Zombie.
awesome.
a Rob Zombie tribute band. They like to be
Okay,
called a tribute band, and I want to give them that recognition as a tribute band
tribute.
because
Sorry.
they do an awesome job
Yeah.
sounding and looking and performing and acting just like Rob Zombie. It
Okay,
is going
that's
to be
so
pretty
cool.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
their name is American Zombie, and some of the
Hey,
music.
American Zombie tribute. I got you. I got
Right.
you.
So part of the music that you're going to be dancing to is that because we're going to actually hear the music in the circus as well in psychotic, and
How yeah.
there's a band before that called Roadwork, and they're going to play the
Okay.
same type of music, uh, a lot of rock, a lot of alternative rock. So the music will go good with the circus as well.
That's so awesome. I'm super excited, especially for the tribute band. Like, I love Rob Zombie. So when you said that I would be in there while they're playing, I just hope the right song comes on.
Well, they're gonna have a they're gonna be on stage for 90 minutes. They're gonna take a
Oh,
break in
okay. They're
between.
going to
In
do
the
it.
middle,
Yeah.
they're gonna take short break, but they're gonna play every song that we know that's on the radio. More of the popular Rob Zombie songs. So,
Awesome.
so if
Yeah.
there's a specific song that you like, you're gonna hear it.
Okay, cool. I'm excited.
Yeah. Um, let's talk about the Halloween community, the spooky community. How did you get involved with it?
Um, I feel like I've been attending Halloween events or, like Midsummer Scream. There was one that was called, well, there's Salem's Market, but also there was one at the Fullerton Hotel. This must have been back in like 2013. But just so many different
So you go
events
way
that
back. You go way back to 2013.
oh
You've been
yeah, for sure. Even probably before that. Um, Cosplaying kind of before we called it cosplaying, I think. Probably like this must have been, I was in high school and I was doing Harley Quinn. So I've been dressing up as Harley for a really long time. And then just loving Halloween and going to all of the events, and especially like downtown Santa Ana, they have a few
Witches
different events,
Brew.
but the Witches Brew, yeah,
Yeah,
just
I
doing
that's
all
where
of
I met
that.
you for the first time. We've talked many times on the phone and times that we've talked online on through Instagram, trying to
Yeah.
connect and trying to get this together. And then you were at Witches Brew, and I went down to see specifically
Yeah.
you and some of the vendors that were there to give you
Oh,
guys
really?
flyers. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I'm trying to
It was Riches Brew in Santa
not
Ana.
Carnival de la Luna.
No, not that one.
Okay.
That one you're doing the performance at, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. That's where I actually debuted my clown contortion act. I had not performed or had the chance to perform it before then. So I was really, really grateful that everyone like enjoyed it. And then it opened so many more doors for me.
So
So like, thanks,
th-
Jacqueline, because
yeah.
she was like, what, you climb in a box? And then she just booked me right away.
Let's talk about that event because I was amazed at the way they put that event together. Oh, I think we lost you. There you
Sorry,
are.
it's
No
just
problem.
like so dark right now, but you could see me, right?
Yes, you're fine.
Okay, cool.
That event, they actually put the performers together and created a whole persona and throughout all the actors that were in that circus.
Right.
Yeah. How'd that come about, them contacting you?
Okay, so here goes. I
Right.
contacted Jacqueline directly, and I had never met her. I've never worked with her before. And I was applauding her hard work. I said, this sounds like a really awesome show and event. And I know you're she was a week away from the event date. And I said, I know you're really busy, but please like check out my act. And I sent her a short video and pictures. And I said, check it out and let me know if you would ever like, pretty much if you would ever allow me to audition or be part of a future event. And then she was like, hold on a minute, will you come on Saturday? And it was just a week from the moment I talked to her, and then a week later it was the show.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm very social, and like if I see anyone or if anyone sees me, come say hi to me. Tell me how you know me, whether it's like nonprofit work or my performance work or my modeling, whatever it might be. Just I'm very out there, so I'm really glad that I went over and like just told her, hey, I want to be part of your show, and then she invited me over.
Now,
That's how
you said you do modeling as well, and you also do some burlesque.
Yes.
Yeah, that's part of your act as well.
I incorporated into different acts. So I do a clown act where it could just be clown stuff, or a burlesque act and it can be burlesque stuff. Kind of just mix it together depending on the crowd I work for.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I do a lot of different stuff.
And do you do mainly modeling for the Halloween community?
Modeling, I've actually been modeling for probably 15 to 14 to 15 years. Modeling different stuff. Like I've done runway modeling, I've done a few commercial modeling, but mostly just creative, doing group shoots and things like that. That's where I really have most fun, is when I'm creating my whole style and my look. And then there's a team, a team of photographers already on site. But I do a bunch of modeling still. I really love modeling, especially for the spooky community.
Now there's events where there's a lot of photographers that go, and one's called Art and Chill. Another one is called what's the other one called?
Oh yeah, I've heard that one.
Yes. Do you go to those events as well?
Honestly, I would love to. I just haven't had the time. I have done some group shoots, but I have not attended those, especially because I'm in OC and they're all usually in LA.
In LA, yes.
And the hard part is it's on a weekday. So that's really hard too.
Yeah, they've been doing them on Fridays, but I must tell you, when they do them in some seedy areas, but the pictures come out awesome. And when I say seedy areas, they're like kind of like down close to Skid Row area with a lot of graffiti. A lot of the shots are down the alleys and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
there's a large crowd there, a pretty large crowd of models that model in the Halloween community as well.
Yeah.
And fire blowers. My daughter, who is 12 years old now, she started getting into dressing as a clown for her fear of clowns. She had a fear of clowns.
I met her.
Yes.
Yeah, I met her for the first time, I think. And
yeah.
she's really, really sweet.
Yeah, Giggles, and she looks great. Giggles the clown.
Yeah,
Giggles the sad clown, yes.
I loved her costume and her hat, especially. I complimented her hat.
Yeah, everybody compliments her hat, but there's groups and groups of photographers that wanted to take pics of her, and she just came out of her shell and started doing this, and she loves it. Now you have a good friend. I'm gonna pitch her name, Miss Frankenstein. Is that her name? Miss
Von Frankenstein.
Miss Von Frankenstein, right?
Yeah, that's my bestie.
And you guys do a lot of shots together, a lot of photo shoots together, or just hang out?
We've expanded. So we are actually pushing our promo model work, and I'm a photographer. So we've teamed up, and I know if you follow us on Instagram, or anyone who might be watching and follow us, we're really we're really expanding. So even if we are modeling together for promo work, or if she's modeling and I'm the photographer, we're just doing a lot of new fun stuff.
And it looks fun. Looks like what you're doing is pretty fun when you guys go out to
Yeah,
different
thank you.
events, different areas, different specific places that have a Halloween theme to them.
Yeah. Funny story is I met her at a Halloween convention back in, I think it was 2019, maybe late 2018. But we had never met in person, and I was dressed in full clown costume. I was doing a tribute to the Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Mhm.
And I remember she had posted on Instagram, like, if anyone saw her, just to come say hi. So I saw her right away, and I told my boyfriend, I'm like, I'm gonna go say hi to her. I know her from Instagram. And then ever since then, we've been friends. So it's really awesome.
That's cool. No,
Yeah, we met there at
no,
Spooky.
now, do you mostly go to events in Orange County, or does it matter? Orange County, LA, Inland Empire, just Southern California?
Yes, for right now it's just Southern California, but I have been looking into other events. Like there was a really cool one in Vegas recently. I think Colorado, just different places where I'm like, okay, I hope next year I can start going out to different cons, and also just traveling a little bit more. But for now, it's just Southern California.
That's cool. And what career do you want to expand? Your burlesque career, your contortionist career, your modeling career, or all of them?
Oh, all of them. Yeah, for sure. Um, I enjoy each of them differently. So they are, they're all hard work. It's hard on my body, preparation, getting the good sleep, and then, you know, doing your makeup or working with the team. So it's all a lot of hard work, but I want to expand in each area. Um, I enjoy what I do, especially meeting new people, especially like you, Eddie. Like when you hit me up and you're like, I saw your act and you're awesome. I've never seen anything like that. It made me feel so good. Like I can't explain how I was like being recognized and you weren't afraid to reach out to me. So that made me feel really awesome. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And thank you for doing Scarefer. We're looking forward to you
Yeah,
looking forward to you coming out and doing an
it's
act
going to,
for us.
it's like I haven't been to an event like yours in so long, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you. Let's talk a little bit about your past, or actually, let's talk about your inspiration.
Okay.
Do you have an inspiration? Are there certain models or characters or actresses that you are inspired by?
Oh, this is kind of hard. I I am inspired by so many people, but to be honest, I think just creatively, that's when um like I just did a Bride of Frankenstein photo shoot. Like that's just a perfect example, but I did the look completely different, and I still had my blue hair and I just put a white streak in it, and then I added a bit of contortion into the photo shoot. So I don't know. I find inspiration in different things. Um, Also, my family kind of inspires me. Like my boyfriend will push me, and my cousins are very creative, and my aunt and my brother. So they're always kind of like, hey, that looked really awesome, or you should do this, or you would look good as this character. So that's where I'm kind of just
Well, that's good that they back your career, that they back you.
inspired.
Yeah, it's good that they
Yeah.
look at what you do and kind of push you to be.
I'll just like literally rehearse in front of them. Like, what do you think about this? Does this look cool? And they're in the audience position. So they'll just give me good feedback and kind of let me know like, oh yeah, that didn't translate that well. Or if I'm trying to tell a story while I'm burlesque dancing, it's just a lot of stuff going on. So I'll show them. But I feel really, especially now, just sorry to wrap up the question, in 2021 and back in 2020, I felt very inspired to be more of what I wanted to see in the world and also accepting myself more. So I was very inspired by everything going on around us, especially last year.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, like um, a lot of people were finally breaking out and being themselves. And also, I started really pushing my boundaries with people. Maybe they didn't respect me, or maybe they were judging me, and things like that. So I feel like I grew to inspire other folks.
that's
Just
good.
want to be myself type of feeling.
That leads me into the next topic, and that is your community service work that you do, the nonprofit work that you do.
What do
You
you want
want
me to
you want
say?
you want to tell us what that is?
Okay, so I started a nonprofit called Helping Homeless Companions, and we're based in OC. We are a 501c3 nonprofit, and we help low income families and homeless families um, with pet resources. So if you know anybody that is really struggling right now, or they are a low income family, or they're homeless, um, there are so many ways that our nonprofit can help you. Offer food and pet supplies. Um, some medical expenses can be covered. So we recently helped, like spay a pet, but also one of a family that we helped that's low income, they had to put their cat down. So we helped pay for those expenses. Um, Especially right now, I just want to go on to this really quick because pet care is so expensive,
Very
but
expensive.
also we forget that maybe we can all use some help sometimes. And the animals that we're caring for, and this cat must have been, I think, 15 years old. So she had to be euthanized because she was very sick, and it was $600. So that's a lot of money
When you have
for
a
someone.
Yeah, when you have a pet for that long, 15 years, they're part of the family. They're not just a pet.
Yeah,
They're they're losing somebody that they're close to,
yeah,
even if
absolutely.
it's a cat or dog. But if you have it for 15 years, it's a part of your family, and
Yeah,
it
absolutely.
is expensive. It's expensive to um, care for the pet, even
Yeah.
shots and um, medication. I remember we first got a puppy a couple months ago. We got the puppy and it was having like bowel syndrome, and that
Oh,
medication was so much. So they told us, "Why don't you try this type of food?" And the
yeah.
food that they it was a prescription food. It was a lot of money to buy prescription food for for an animal.
Was it Hills?
No, it wasn't
Hills
Hills.
diet? Oh,
No,
okay.
it was a
Yeah,
different.
there's a lot of cost and care, and then we're just, as a nonprofit, we're here to give that support, especially just, for example, in your case, your pet needed a special diet, and if you were on a very low income, and if you're homeless but you really want to get your pet on that diet that the doctor recommended, then we can step in and help. um, Vaccines, and then there's just so many other nonprofits that we know of, so we just will start doing our research, offer that resource. But so far, we've been able to help everyone that comes to us.
Have you always been a pet lover
I have
or
ever
animal
since I was
lover?
little. Ever since I was really small, I would say I'm going to work with animals. So I was just always saying that. And I have experience. I've worked at animal hospitals. I've volunteered at the OC Animal Shelter. Lots of rescues, lots of trap and release programs that I've just done on my own. Um, Adoption, just so many. I've worked with animals for as long as I can remember.
Now, do you get backed up by some of the big box stores like PetSmart or Petco? Do they help you out in some of these events that you're doing?
I don't. No, I don't. And I would love to, but they actually have grant programs. So during the pandemic, a lot of these grants were closed and held off because they out. So I know Petco does one. Um, so I had looked into it then, and there's different grants all the time. So pretty much we have to apply as a nonprofit and then see if we're approved. But there's something that a lot of people don't know is if you're a nonprofit and you're trying to get your first grant, they already want to see what other grants you were approved for. So it's like a resume,
Yeah,
essentially.
yeah,
And they're not wanting to give us money or approve us for these grants because we don't have a large grant already.
yeah.
And it's been pretty hard, but we're still moving forward and trying our best.
And what's your program called?
Helping homeless companions.
Helping
And you can
homeless
find us on
companions.
Instagram, yeah, or Facebook.
Okay. Helping homeless companions. That's on Facebook and Instagram if you guys want to look it up.
Yes, please. And then also like any feedback or other I do organize fundraisers and I'll have bands and vendors and performers there. So if anyone just wants to reach out and see how we can all come together to help more animals, please just message me.
It's cool. Now let's get back into um, movies. Um,
Oh, okay.
are you a big fan of horror movies?
Yes, I am.
No, no, you say you're a big fan of Rob Zombie's music. Are you also a
Yes,
fan of his movies?
I am. I love his work. I think it's every time something new comes out, I'm like, all right, that was really different.
Hmm.
It's still a mixture of a little bit of like slasher, horror, psychological. I feel like he ties everything together. So I love all of his movies pretty much.
With a little bit of that grindhouse feel to it too. Um,
Yeah, I like that.
yeah, and Walter Phelan. Do you know who Walter Phelan is?
No, I'm so bad with names. Who is that?
Walter Phelan is Dr. Satan from House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh, yes, you were,
Yes,
yeah.
and he's going to be at Scare Fair as well. Um, he plays Dr. Satan in that movie. Uh, we actually did a pod. I did a podcast with him several weeks ago. A
That's
great
so
guy,
awesome.
and he does a lot of special effects in other movies as well. But he's going to be there signing autographs and taking pictures with the fans. So yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna have to go meet him. That's so cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's going to be there. Um, Along with Joe Bob Briggs. He's going to be there too. He's from Shutters, um, The Last Drive-In, and
Oh,
the male girl from The Last Drive-In,
yeah.
Darcy. She's going to be there as well. Yeah,
That's
and
so cool.
Lisa Wilcox from um, uh, I'm sorry, from A Nightmare on Elm Street. She's going to be there. A Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and 5.
Oh my,
So
A Nightmare on Elm Street. That
yeah.
Freddy Krueger is one of my favorites, like all time classic.
Is
So
that
awesome.
is that your favorite slasher?
I feel like Texas Chainsaw Massacre is like Leatherface
Mhm.
is more of my dude, but then Freddy, and then I'm back on to like Hellraiser. I love those three, like top three probably.
Now that video I shot of you when you were doing
Oh yeah.
the clown video for Kitty Antics, you were uh, Captain Spaulding from House of a Thousand Corpses.
Yes. That was
Was,
super fun.
was that the first time you did that character?
That was the very first time.
You look great at
Yeah.
it. I mean, when we first saw that costume on you, you looked
Yeah.
awesome as Captain Spaulding.
Thank you. Your wife told me that too. And I told her, thank you so much, because I was really excited to do the look, but also just wondering if I would pull it off the way I envisioned, and it came out so good. So I can't wait to do that look again. I'm really excited.
Yeah, that was a good look. It's probably one of the better female Captain Spauldings I've seen.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Yeah.
I could only hope that I will kind of expand on the costume a little bit, and just be more comfortable with like making him my own look for now.
Now, do you like to get scared? Is that why you watch scary movies? Is to get scared? Do you like the thrill of the movie?
Um, I don't know. I think it's a mixture. I do like getting scared. I mean, we just went to Universal Studios, um, and then we'll usually do Haunted Hayride, and we do a few like local scare zones and things like that. Um, like 17th Door. Have you been there? I'm
Not
going off
17th
track.
door. No, I haven't been to 17th
Okay.
door, but I would like to. I've heard so
Yeah.
much about it.
My friend is the makeup artist there, Betty, and she invited me. So there was a family night, and they were inviting families or friends to come over and see like the very grand, like the first opening night. And I went, but this was about 2 years ago, and it was amazing. Like you have to sign a contract because they're allowed to touch you, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty cool.
You're pretty close to not Scary Farm as well in Orange County. Do you go there?
We do hit up Not Scary Farm. I don't know if we will this year. We're going to try to see if we can make it, but I heard a lot of good things about this year. The lines were short, and I love getting scared. So I guess I do love getting scared, but I watch movies for a few different reasons. Like I want to see I want to see if they're changing the storyline. Like there's a few different things, but I don't know if I get scared when I'm watching movies. Like I don't really get that scared. It's
Uh,
if I'm in person, I'm in a maze. I'm still looking at costumes, and wow, that person is still like now. Universal Studios had the characters in masks because they just went into masked indoor settings and stuff. So all of the characters in the maze had to have a mask on, and I was just like, wow, they're still here. They're hard, and they look, awesome. They have all this creepy makeup, and they're bloody, and it stinks. Some of the zones smell dead flesh and
oh,
weird stuff
really?
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just going through and like still admiring the costumes and the hard work, but then getting scared at the end, kind of.
Yeah.
I think I
How
scare that easily.
how were their haunts there at Universal? I've gotten mixed reviews from about Universal.
I think this year was a letdown. Sorry.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got that from
And that's
several
just
others.
that just and last time we went was before the pandemic, and they had Stranger Things, they had Us, they had I think it was Wolfman versus Frankenstein. I'm trying to think. Oh, they had the old school mazes. Oh my god, it was so awesome. They had Creep Show.
Oh,
They
really?
Yeah, they had Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
That'd be a cool one I'd like to see.
Killer Clowns was amazing. And I mean, Creep Show was amazing. It threw me back all the way to when I was like 7 years old, 8 years old. So it was really cool. So I was really hoping that it would have been compared to, you know, a couple years ago, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Knott's Berry Farm, Knott's Scary Farm was really good. I think a lot of the mazes were fantastic. I
You went
had
this year?
Yes, I already went. I went
Oh, okay,
Thursday.
cool.
Um,
Awesome.
the I haven't been there like in 8 years probably,
Mhm.
maybe 11 years, but they've stepped it up quite a bit from when I used to go. And the special effects they put in these mazes is awesome. They had one called the Pumpkin Eater, and it's like you walk inside of a pumpkin, and all the guts from the pumpkin are hanging down, and they
Yeah.
had these big pumpkin seeds hanging from the ceiling down. You
Yeah.
got you got to move them out of your way to walk through it.
That sounds cool. Is it
Yeah,
like gooey, kind of silicone or something?
yeah, it looks gooey, kind of.
Oh, that,
Yes, so and you're going through it, and you're going through different parts of the pumpkin, and then you meet um,
yeah.
the pie makers are in there, but they look all scary. Um,
What? That's cool. One of
yeah.
my friends, shout out Creepy
Creepy
Clown.
clown girl,
Yeah.
creepy clown doll. We saw her.
Clown doll. Yeah, she's
Yeah,
there too. So that
yeah.
was cool. I was gonna ask if you know her.
She does that maze. Um,
Oh,
she in the very beginning of that maze, you could see her if you get her time slot.
right.
But we were able to see her like in split second. They're like, "Hey," she couldn't say hi back, so
Yeah.
but we knew it was
That's
her.
so awesome.
But that maze was probably one of the best ones. And then they had another one called the Mesmer, and that was kind of
Uh-huh.
like what we're gonna do with psychotic, or the kind of like the imagery
Ooh.
that's done with psychotic. Yeah.
If
So
we go, I think we're gonna go in the next couple weeks. So I will for sure let you know what I think about it. And
yeah.
did you eat any food at Knott's?
Um,
What would you recommend?
I only had one of their spooky foods, um, because I was so full.
Hmm.
But I was there during the whole day. But the one food that I did have was a churro with
Oh,
this peanut butter sauce down the center, and it had
what the heck?
chocolate over the top.
Yeah.
I liked it. My wife didn't like it, but I kind of like that. I I don't like a lot of peanut butter foods, but I did
Mhm.
like that. I think that we're gonna get um actually the funnel cake, but
Oh,
when we
yeah.
got to the front of the line, it had so much stuff in it that we didn't get. It had like eyeballs and stuff like that over the top of it. It just was too much
Yeah.
sweetness over the top. So, but a lot of the foods look good. It's just that we didn't get it. Yeah,
I'll admit I'll probably get the funnel cake and just take whatever little candies are off the top. Yeah,
yeah,
that's too much for me too.
yeah. But it was fun. It was a lot of fun there. I wish there were some areas where they would have a lot more fog. But when you go
Uh,
down Ghost
yeah.
Town Alley, when you're going down the Ghost Town, you can't see.
Yeah.
You can't even see in front of you. All of
That's
a
so
sudden, you just walk into this monster, and you're standing right there. Um,
yeah.
I was walking with my wife, and this monster walked around me, came around the other side, and came between me and my wife. And she thought he was
Oh
me.
my
And as
gosh,
soon as she
no.
turned around, she was scared. It scared her. She didn't get scared too much during the whole night, but that did scare her.
Oh my gosh, that sounds so cool. That's
Yeah,
actually my favorite zones,
yeah,
like Ghost Town, because it's usually the foggiest. So that's
yeah.
really
It's
cool.
really foggy there, really foggy. Um, there were some other ones that were really good, down where Ghost is it Ghost Rider? What's the name of that wooden roller coaster?
Oh yeah, Ghost Rider. That's
Yeah,
my
Ghost
favorite.
Rider. Yeah. They had four mazes down there, and one of them was horrible. It was the paranormal one. That thing
Oh
was horrible.
no.
Yeah, that one was horrible. But they had, I think, 8 mazes
How
throughout.
long did you wait? Like average wait line?
Well, it was a Thursday, which made it
Hmm.
not as crowded. And I
Yeah.
think the longest we waited was like 35 minutes. And that was
Okay, that's not bad.
the Calico, the origins of Calico, and
Okay.
and the ghost town. And I think
Yeah.
that was the longest one, but the quickest one was probably like 5 minutes. Not
Oh
even
wow.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. That's so
Yeah, but
cool.
it,
Yeah.
it was so fun.
We went a couple years ago, like before the pandemic, and we had skeleton keys. So it was just like a fast pass.
Yeah.
That was really cool. Like we got on everything within 10 minutes.
Yeah. We ran into Grim Collective there.
Oh,
And
that was cool. That's cool.
yeah, and we went into one maze where they had the fast pass, and we
Yeah.
did it. We didn't have the fast pass, but we walked in together. So
Oh wow,
so
they let you do that. So
what?
cool.
No, it's just that the line was going so fast. The line where you didn't have the fast pass was going
Oh,
so
okay.
fast that we're able to go together. Um, that was pretty fun.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. So I enjoy mazes and haunted houses and haunted hay rides, stuff like that. Um,
How long have you been in the spooky community?
oh geez, if you look at our room, our house, it's
Yeah.
I mean, we've collected horror stuff
Yeah.
uh, for 11 years, and me myself has been into horror since I was a kid. My favorite
Yeah.
my favorite movie as a kid, as a young teenager, was Evil Dead, the original Evil
Yeah.
Dead. I,
Yeah.
I used to watch that over and over. Um, and my favorite slasher is Michael Myers.
Okay,
Yeah,
awesome.
I was so excited when Rob Zombie did Halloween. We did Halloween.
Yeah, honestly, I would love to see another one. Like I would love to see a new Freddy also. And then Chucky's coming out, so that'll be cool.
Well, is it called Halloween Kills?
I
That's
don't
coming out.
know.
That's coming out this Halloween. Actually, in a couple of weeks, that one's coming out. A new Halloween movie, and all the characters from
Oh,
all the characters that are still alive, like Jamie Lee Curtis. There's a couple of other ones that were
what?
in
Okay, yeah, I
past
think sorry.
Halloweens.
I did see those previews, but I haven't I've
Yeah.
been so busy. I haven't really done like a lot of, spoilers or previews or any of those reviews. Like I am so behind on what's going on right now.
Now you took a bunch of pictures with the mind of Mr. J,
Yes.
and he plays Art the clown, the
Yes.
terrorizer.
Yeah, that
Um,
was fun.
that is one movie I'm looking forward to seeing. I don't know when it's going to be
What?
released. I heard they pushed it back,
Yeah.
the Terrorizer 2. But
Yes.
Art, he does such an Mr. J, he does
Yeah.
such an amazing job portraying Art the clown.
Yes, he really does. It was
I mean,
really awesome.
his
I feel like even like
gestures.
his body structure and his height, it all
Yes.
felt very real. Like this is him. This is really cool.
Yeah, it's almost like you're seeing him. It's almost like the character is right there. You're right next to him.
Yeah.
And the
No, for
gestures
sure.
he makes, the waves, the smiles, the grins. He said that
Yeah.
he's packed. He told me the story of how he perfected the clown. That he actually met David Horton.
Yeah.
David Thornton at the Halloween Depot, and
Yeah.
yeah, he got tips from him, and he told him to practice and told him how to do a smile and stuff like that.
Oh,
That's pretty
trust me.
cool.
I practiced the Spalding smile. I was practicing and his eyes and the smile. I was practicing that for like
Yeah,
2 days. I was like, okay, can I do this? Okay, I got this.
yeah,
That's so cool.
yeah, that was a cool character that you did. Is there any other characters that you have in mind that you want to do?
Um, I don't know. Actually, there are a couple, but um, I used to have pitch black hair. So I did Morticia, and I want to do Morticia again. I really had fun with that. I would just have to buy a wig now. So I'm kind of like, okay. And then Lydia, I've done Lydia before and I want to do that again. But again, like I don't have my black hair anymore. It was very easy to cosplay a lot of my favorite girls, but now my hair is bright blue. And Coraline, I want to do that.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if I'll do the button eyes or a regular Coraline
that'd
or
be
both.
cute.
Maybe I'll do both. I'm not sure.
That'd be cute.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Now, when you left the video shoot for Kitty Antics, you got in your car, and do people look at you funny as you're driving in the car in costume?
Yes. And I will say it's always fun. And I think it's funny to see reactions until not that long ago. I was followed home and
Wow.
I, I was sure what was happening because they had their windows up the whole time. And I'm like at a distance and their windows were tinted. So I didn't know who was in the car and they were just following me, but I was in full clown makeup. So I thought, okay, like they think it's funny, but then they were tailgating me and then they kept following me up until like I almost got home.
Oh wow.
And they never put their windows down or they never said, like a wave or something. They never did anything. I couldn't see who was in the car. So that wasn't funny.
Yeah.
I was really mad.
Yeah.
But I felt like maybe they were just like following me because I was a clown. And I was like, that's not nice. I'm a nice clown.
Do a lot of people, when you're in costume, want to take pictures with you?
Surprisingly, not very many. Like I always think more people will approach me, but then some people just don't say anything.
Mhm.
They'll kind of say like, "Oh, look at that girl," and then that's it. Like they don't say, "Hey, like you look
Yeah.
awesome," or I don't know, just kind of say
Yeah.
it's okay to say something if someone's in costume.
Yeah.
I think it's we as performers appreciate when people tell us like, "Great job," or "You looked awesome," or "Where did you get your makeup from?" It might be. You could totally just tell a performer that, especially if we're putting a lot of time into our looks, so you could take
Yeah.
a picture with us too.
It's kind of weird having our daughter want to dress up, and then we go to Walmart, or she says, I need nails, I need to go into Rite Aid or something like that, and she's fully dressed, and
Yeah.
people look at her funny. But as soon as we go to an event, it's weird having little girls say, oh my gosh, there's Giggles, and they'll run up to her and want to take pictures with her, and they already know her name.
No, so cute. Yeah,
She's so young, and it looks so cute with her dress like that, that
that's so cute.
there's little girls that actually there she is, there's Giggles, and run up to her, hug her and stuff like that, and she loves the attention.
Oh my gosh, that makes me so happy.
Yeah.
Um, I think she'll only be able to create, you know, what's the word? Like create her character, but also like self-esteem and confidence and understand that if she'll just be able to be paid events and things like that.
Yeah.
And also to anyone that's watching, I feel like if you want to be involved in any way, either you're the cosplayer or you're the assistant or you're helping behind the scenes, like you should go do it.
Yeah.
Don't, don't don't wait until you're kind of like, I never did it. And
Yeah. She's already
uh,
custom different costumes for different
yeah,
types of events. Like I want this one for this event, or this one for this event, especially if she's doing back to back events.
yeah.
Or if she has makeup on, because she's so young that the makeup will make her break out. So what she wants to do in some cases is she bought a mask as well.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
So
Yeah, the
so
makeup could really mess up your skin.
so she did that as well, and she got to pick out the type of mask that she wanted. She had it made just for her. So
What? That's so cool. I can't wait
yeah,
to see that. I don't think I've
yeah.
seen her post that.
She hasn't. I don't think she hasn't worn it yet. She's only worn it at home. Um, I
Yeah.
don't even think she's worn it with full costume.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, but she should
Yeah.
wear it. Um, anything else you want to plug?
Well, for October 30th, and I can't wait to, hang out with all the performers, but also meet all of the guests. And if you're out at any event and you see me and you want to talk to me or send me a DM, all those things, they're very welcomed. And I'm super excited. And also, shout out to my boyfriend because he also, you could say hi to him and you can talk to him because he's my photographer, he's my driver, he's always supporting me, and he's super awesome. So I had to shout him out too.
Hello. Okay,
Uh,
you're on Instagram as Drastik, DRASTIK 91.
91, yeah.
91. Okay, Drastik 91. And are you on also on Facebook?
Yeah.
Same.
Yes, I'm under Drastik Lee, so Leigh.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Um, do you have a website or anything, and just the social media?
No, just the social for right now.
Okay.
I think I will have a website soon enough. It's been a lot with October coming around. I'm so busy. Like, I'm just gonna hold off maybe till January, New Year type of thing.
Well, say hi to Drastik. Stop by her Instagram, her Facebook. Also support her nonprofit organization. Um,
Thank you.
thank you for coming on. I do appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you, Eddie. I'm so glad we did this today.
Thank you very much. Signing off. I'm Eddie. This is my public life as an American nerd. Bye, Drastik.
Bye.